Sally, played by Sally Dynevor, has made her feelings towards Gina, Connie Hyde, explicitly clear following her return to Coronation Street earlier this year, after her sister played a part in framing the factory worker for Duncan Radfield's, Nicholas Gleaves, fraud scheme. Gina did this as she developed feelings for Sally's husband Tim Metcalfe, and believed if her sister remained behind bars, the cabbie would eventually forget about his jailbird wife and move on. However, Gina tried to make amends when she helped to expose Duncan's plans after Tim figured out her manipulation, but Sally was less than thankful towards her sister. Now back on the ITV soap, Sally has tried to turn her neighbors against her sister, but Gina will try to make amends once more by getting the underworld factory workers together and arranging a coming home party for her sister. The workers will all contribute to the funds for the party, and Gina manages to persuade Sally's daughter Sophie Webster, Brooke Vincent, to get on board. But upcoming scenes will see the money disappear, with Gina solidly in the frame. It is revealed to viewers Kevin Webster, Michael Lavelle, takes the money to pay for a trip for him and his son Jack Webster, Kieran Bowes, believing his daughter Sophie is helping him out following some recent financial problems. However, when Kevin returns next week, he will reveal he was the one who mistakenly took the money and cleared Gina's name, much to the dismay of Sally. Though with the damage done, Gina is adamant on leaving the street, believing her past will continue to haunt her. Kevin tries to persuade her to stay and offers the factory worker a place to stay. Sally will surely discover Kevin's offer of support for Gina and still wanting to seek revenge on her sister for her betrayal. Sally could turn her attention to framing Gina for another crime. In the coming weeks, the underworld factory roof will collapse, with the damage caused as a result of Peter Barlow's, Chris Gascoigne, boat going up in flames. New and complicated villainous character on the cobbles Ian McLeod, with construction work needed to be completed on the roof. The underworld factory will have to close as the work begins. However, seeing herself as a senior member of the team and as one of the two factory workers helping out in the aftermath of the fire, Sally could gain unauthorized access to the building's site. As her revenge boils over, Sally could cause a chain of events which brings down the roof and claims the life of one of the cobble's most loved characters. Wanting Gina to suffer as she did, Sally may have just wanted to blame her for intervening with the building work, but her sister could be doing time behind bars for murder. Though as guilt takes over, would Sally be able to remain quiet she is the real culprit, or will she revel in her sister's misery, blindsided to the fact she has taken a life? Speaking about the identity of the street's new supervillain and the tragedy set to rock the cobbles, boss Ian McLeod said, "The factory collapse will eventually see the coronation of our next supervillain. We're designing a character in that latter type who can stay long-term as an antagonistic, just messing up lives. By the end of 2019, there will be an unmistakably new and complicated villainous character on the cobbles." Could Sally's time behind bars have worked on her mind and wired her to wreak havoc on the street despite fitting back into her regular life without any trouble? It has been hinted florist and Weatherfield nanny Mary Taylor, Patty Kalaya, could be the unwilling victim of the disaster. However, viewers will have to wait until later this spring to watch the fallout of the tragedy. Coronation Street continues tonight at 7:30 p.m. on ITV.